Here in Module 2 and Information Technology, and within Information Technology, that means Chapter 2. Within this chapter, we have 4 topics: hardware, software, data resource management, telecommunication and network. We can say that the component of computer system are 5: input, process, store, output, and communication device. A computer is a system of hardware device organized according to the following system function. Number 1, input. So input device of a computer system include computer keyboard, touch screen, pen drive, pens, electronic mics, and optical scanner. They convert data into electronic from the direct entry tool through a telecommunication network into a computer system. And within that, with the processing, the CPU is the main processing component of a computer system. And conceptually, the circuit of CPU can be subdivided into 2 major subunits. One is arithmetical logic unit, another is control unit. So this we have seen here, CPU. So within this CPU, it is a total main processing unit of computer, and this unit also divided to 2 sub unit. One is control unit, another is an arithmetic logic unit. So here saying this one is here. So the electronic circuit known as the register of the arithmetic logic unit, LU, perform arithmetic and logical function require executive software instruction. So this is the CPU structure of CPU. And if we see the output device of a computer system include video display. It can be printer, audio response unit, can be display also. They convert electronic information produced by the computer system into human intelligible from the presentation to end user. And if we see a store, the store function of a computer system displays the store circuit and computer primary unit and storage unit. That also we can say memory, and support by the secondary unit that we have seen. And control, the CPU is the control component of a computer system. It's register and circuit interrupt software instruction and transmit direction that control the activity of the other component of computer system. And if we see the computer processing speed, nowadays the day by day speed is going high. So here we can say that how fast the computer system, early computer processing speed were measured in millisecond. Millisecond means thousands of a second, and microsecond, million of second. Now computer operation of the nanosecond, that means billions of a second. So if 1 second, if we divide by 1 billion number, then it's come a nanosecond. So range with the picosecond also, so divide by the trillion also. This types of speed is coming on at this moment. So from the early and now there is huge difference at this moment. So here we can say that so speed is divided, is going on. So is the Maslow, and a computer peripheral input output storage technology. So what is this? A peripheral device is generally defined as any auxiliary device such as a computer mouse or keyboard. That means the item not built in or including with the computer system. We can include is through the device. That type of item or device we can say a peripheral device. So here saying that keyboard, mouse that connects to and works with the computer in some way. Other examples of peripheral are expansion, that means where we are extended the card, also graphic card, and image scanner, tab device, microphone, loudspeaker, webcam, and digital camera. All are the peripheral device. Peripheral is general name as input. It can be input, can be output, can be storage, etc. So input device, we have seen our input device as keyboard, mouse, light pen, touch screen, etc. And input technologies, what is technology? It is the device and it is the input technologies. So input technology, that means speech recognition system, understand spoken command and word, and distinct speech recognition, continuous speech recognition. If you know, at this moment, if you go to the Google and go to the website of translation, and that means if you open the mic and just speak in your Bangla and convert into English, you can write your all thing within this method. So you do not need to type here, but few correction is here. And also in the Bangla, we are very much not that we are not familiar to typing in Bangla. You also me, we are in familiar in English, but government organization all are using Bangla. All notes, all board memos, everything, all report, everything is in with the Bangla. So as we do not typing in Bangla, so how I can communicate to our management? So Google is helping us. At this moment, I am also using that, just speaking in Bangla, and that is go for fully record there and keeping that is copying all data and taking the word, just that was size it for the business purpose. So we can say that it also technology, is also input technology and giving us the output. So speak, that means voice recognition, etc., and optical scanner convert text or graphic to digital input for direct entry and source document. So some advice, that means device peripheral are that means here monitor, printer, scanner, that is the checklist, hard disk drive, CD, DVD drive, backup system, etc. is taken from your reference book also. So pen-based computing, here is the handwriting recognition, that so you can write it in the through the touch screen, and other through the we can write it also is the recognized thing. So here mouse, different types of item at this moment. And here many PID access pen-based input also, just writing here. So pen-based computer technology are still being used in the many handles computer and personal digital assistants, and some are speech recognition system and optical scanner. So this is the optical scanner device, read text and graphics and convert them into digital input for your computer. For example, if you find that means a PDF file, you can convert it in your Word file. So it would be easy for doing the work because if you can rectify it. So that's why we also need that type of scanner also. If you scan it and it's converted to optical character recognition, it's called OCR. If we convert in the OCR, so you can change the word, you can rectify it. So this is the optical scanners positive thing. So other input technology are we know magnetic scan, smart card, digital camera also, and MIC are used in banking industry. And output technology, if we see, computer provide information in a variety of forms. Sometimes video display and printed document have been an still or most common form of output from computer system. Here is the video output also, and a printed output through the printer, and a storage trade-off. Data and information must be stored until needed. Used a variety of storage method. So here, if we see the storage picture is here, storage media cost, speed, and capacity trade-off. Now, cost and also sometimes faster, and the speed is faster, but increase in the capacity of store media. So if we see here a primary storage here, secondary storage here. So here magnetic tape and optical discs and magnetic discs all are using for the secondary storage, and a second semiconductor memory using the primary storage within the CPU, central processing unit. Here increase the access speed, increase storage capacity, that means cost and byte of the increase, etc. divided. So direct and indirect sequential access. What is this? Direct access and random access are the same concept. Local address of the storage device and go directly to the location for the data access. If you see here, we are using the Google storage. If you know the storage, just input the address and go to the dash storage. So it is the direct access, and from that data you can download it, you can save it, you can keep it, also you can upload it. So it is the direct access. And sequential access, all types of device are succeed serially. That means device must be read and record at the time from the data until the destroyed data is found. So it's some the that is part by part. First time it read and write data, then it goes for direct access storage device. So and secondary, that means semiconductor or memory. If you see semiconductor memory is called here. One is RAM. We know it, random access memory is volatile, may be read and overwritten. Overwritten, that means within the data you can write on that data. And ROM, read-only memory, is non-vital, non-volatile, may be read but not overwrite on or erase. That means the data within the ROM, we can erase it. We can overwrite on that data, but within the RAM, we can overwrite data on data, and also we can, that means here, can be erased also RAM. But ROM is restricted, cannot erase the data of ROM. And a computer storage fundamental. If you see, this is the vital thing for us, and from this word, we will get huge number of objective in your next question, inshallah. So binary representation. What do you mean by binary representation? Binary, that means two states, on or off, plus or minus, positive or negative, 0 and 1. We know the binary digit is 2, 0 and 1. So what is the bit? Bit means binary digit, either 0 or 1. So what is byte? Byte means grouping of bits. Basically, 8 bits make a byte. 8 bits make a byte. What is ASCII? It is the formalized code determination where byte values represent which character? Capacity. Nowadays, storage capacity also we know it at this kilobyte, KB, we said, megabyte, MB, but we are very much familiar GB, gigabyte, and also TB, terabyte. So it is the capacity of a storage, data capacity, digital data capacity of a storage, that means gigabyte, terabyte, megabyte, etc. The unit. Magnetic disks, hard drives are the most common form of the secondary storage. Redundant area of independent disks means RAID. Storage interconnected groups of hard drives, fast speed and fault tolerant, that means redundant backup. So it is the hard drive of magnetic disks, and here the representing character in the bytes. So look here, representing characters of bytes. ASCII code, that means character 0, ASCII code is this one, 0011 and 1111, and 1 means this way is the character ASCII code. Character A is ASCII code is that, this one. So we will discuss later on also through what is the ASCII code. And now the magnetic tape and optical discs. Magnetic tapes, slow speed but inexpensive for large amount of backup. And optical discs, we know it's CD-ROM, CD writing ROM, DVD-ROM, that was etc. Optical discs. And radio frequency identification, we can say, for triangle of identifying a mobile operation, here provide information to a vendor when frequently, that is passive, no power source, derives power from the reader signal, active, that means self power, etc. is the radio frequency that are using your radio or mobile technology. So the computer system concept, we can say very shortly here. A computer system of information processing component that perform input, processing, output, storage, and control function. Its hardware component include input and output device, a central processing unit, we can say it's CPU, and primary and secondary storage. So here, optical disks derive capability are CD-ROM, CD, etc. all are describing here. And computer system, microcomputer used as the personal computer, network computer, personal digital assistant, and a technical workstation, and information application, and a mid system also using in the scientific application, and also the most powerful network. And mainframe computer is very large, very costly, very powerful, and uses the bigger than midframe. So this is the computer system, we can say. They are usually faster, have more memory capacity, and can support more network, use device, etc. And supercomputer are the special category computer. So it is the computer hardware we are describing here. If we discuss here, so here we discuss hardware, and we here understand the identifying of history of hardware, its trend, development, etc. Storage, input, output. Here we identify the measure a micro, mid, and mainframe computer. We identify the computer peripheral, input, output, storage, computer system, etc. And we have seen computer hardware. We have seen the brief history of computer hardware. We have seen the types of computer, mainframe, midframe, and microcomputer. We have seen the that means mainframe computer, microcomputer, personal computer, etc. And computer system concept we have seen here. There are 5 main components of a computer system: input, processing, store, output, and communication device. And we describe it here, but it's shortly. And we have seen different types of output technology, input technology, and we have seen the storage, RAM, ROM, and also we have seen the computer storage fundamental. We have seen here what is binary, what is bit, what byte, etc. And this is the formula chapter.